Quieting my ever-overthinking brain, I took in my surroundings, paying particular attention to the shadowy bits. There was no sign of life in the upstairs hall. I peeked into the bathroom, the closet, and Evan's empty room just in case. No gremlins, baddies, or anyone else to be found anywhere. Then I headed for the steps. I paused on the landing and looked down over the rail. The front door was closed, and from here everything looked like it was supposed to. Had I imagined the sound? I didn't think so, but I was becoming less and less sure. Creeping as slowly and as silently as possible, I started down the stairs. A hiss froze me mid-step. I hadn't imagined it. There was definitely someone here. A snake monster of some sort, it seemed. Right about now, it would have been awesome to have Remy's firepower. Snake Man would open his mouth to show me his fangs and forked tongue. I'd lob a ball of flame with a wicked one-liner. Fire in the hole, mofo! Or if I had Molly's power, I'd grab the snake by its forked tongue and steal its life force until it was a shriveled husk. As its scales turned to dust, I'd wink and make finger guns and deliver an epic cobra or corpse. But I didn't have either of their abilities. I was the dreamer who couldn't dream, useful to the coven for my fierce loyalty and the boost I could give them by being nearby. I was a battery for their greatness with no real power of my own. It sucked being the least awesome one. An ache in my chest was the constant reminder that no one needed me. My teenage son was about to strike out on his own, and then I'd be alone. Which was why I needed to master my power and earn my place in my coven. And until I did, at least I had my spork. As I reached the bottom of the steps, I caught a flash of light, and then it cut out. I jumped from the step and faced the direction the light had come from, Sir Pointy in hand. Standing beside the recently closed fridge and holding a recently opened can of soda was Evan. My teenage son wasn't supposed to be home, so why was he in the kitchen narrowing his gaze at me? I set the butt of my spork on the floor, totally casualish. Evan set down his Mountain Dew and flicked his head to sweep his shaggy hair out of his eyes. He asked, "Mom, what are you doing with the trident?" His voice was even, like this was a totally normal question to ask about my totally normal behavior. I straightened my spine and frowned at him, because he was the one doing something he shouldn't hear, not me. "It's Friday," I told him. "You're supposed to be staying the night at Brandon's." "Brandon's sick. I came home because this is where I live." "Okay," I said. "But in the middle of the night? Shouldn't you be sleeping?" "Mom, it's 9:30. Oh. I guess that wasn't so late after all. It had felt like hours had passed while I tossed and turned. Closer to 30 minutes. "Well," I said, still the adult and the boss here, "no more caffeine after that soda. It'll keep you up all night." "Last one, I promise." He looked from my pajamas to my messy bedtime bun. "Still having trouble sleeping?" "Yeah." The weird part was I was freaking exhausted. It's like the more tired I feel, the worse I sleep. A little V formed between Evan's brows, barely visible between bits of his thick hair. "Did you try that tea I bought for you?" "Not yet," I told him. "I'll do it now. Thanks again for picking it up." "We've got to look out for each other, right?" No question, he was the sweetest, most caring 17-year-old in the entire world. I was so freaking lucky. Still, I wished he didn't feel like he had to take care of me. He should have been focused on school, and track, and friends, and girls. Well, not too focused on girls. But the point was, he shouldn't have to worry about me. I set down my trident and hugged him. He patted my back gently, humoring me before pulling away. "I'll be in my room," he said. "I'm meeting the guys on Discord for a squad battle." "You're really okay, right?" "Peachy," I told him, projecting an air of confidence. Then I went about making myself a cup of tea. Evan slowly backed away, hardcore scrutinizing me as he headed for the stairs with his caffeine fix and a bag.